Little baka, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Disrespectant, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Hello, everyone. Don't be rattling that candy, please and thank you. Okay, welcome to Pruning 101. My name is Darvanie and I am your host. So today, I didn't really have much. I don't know. I just have a poem. So I'm just going to read this poem. That's all I got. The Gospel for Gangsters. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Gospel for Gangsters. Your rough exterior hides a soft heart in rough casing. Your eyes form slits sharp enough to kill anything or anyone that threatens you. Your pride is the armor you wear in the streets, and your mind is a place you run away from as sleep evades you, though you long for rest. The Calvary tattoo on your neck reminded me that God made room for a man, once a thief in his kingdom. These rented bodies are here on borrowed time we spend wasting away on delusions, things, and people who won't love us back. You close your eyes and say, nobody will see me. You fall into bliss and say, surely this will catch me. You give your soul and say, I've lost nothing. But the ruler of time, space, and matter, as we know it says, you are loved, cast your burdens unto me. You claim you don't know him, yet you spoke his name upon your first breath of life. That name leaves us with instructions to the rebirth of a new body, one with a restored and renewed soul. Your favorite dance is a tango with death, yet you hate the song of mourning, and every morning you wake up and wonder, when will I get to dance again? His word is written on your heart, even though you've never heard it, and his ways are good and just, even though you don't believe it, since justice is yours to claim. This God, whom you do not fear, do not love or know, knows pain, knows grief, knows anger, and he says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Power is our right to claim because it was given to us from birth, but mercy is for those who seek it. Why fight a battle someone said they already fought and won for you? The Gospel for Gangsters. That's all I got, guys. Oh, by yours truly. Okay. So, that's what we're starting off with today. I said to myself that I didn't want to force myself to come up with content if I didn't have any. I don't want to be fake. The way that I come up with things goes based off of what I get inspired by. And I got inspired and this is what came out. So this is what y'all get. I guess, I don't know, before I go into the other little things that I have, what are your thoughts? The Gospel for Gangsters.
Good poem.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, why did you write this poem?
I wrote this poem because, well, I don't know, the words just came, Well, I can't say because not everybody has a brain like mine. So I guess people, I don't know, how do I explain? Inspiration, that's the only word. I was listening to a song. I think I know what inspired me. There was a song. What inspired me. There's two things that inspired me. There's a song and it goes, now let me go tell you about Jesus. Let me go tell you about Jesus. That's my outro. I have an outro. I have an outro now. By the time y'all are gonna be seeing this video, you're gonna hear the new outro. But that's the song that inspired me. And the second thing that inspired me was a guy in my life group. So he had a Calvary tattoo on his neck, like right here. You know what Calvary, right?
No.
Calvary is the scene of like where Jesus is on the cross. There's 3 crosses. Mm-hmm. Jesus in the middle, then the 2 thieves on either side of him. That's the Calvary. Okay. It's called like Calvary Hill. Like on every like most churches or whatever.
Wait,
like,
side question. What does that mean?
Calvary?
No, like what is the purpose of it?
Purpose of what?
Like what is the meaning behind the Calvary?
Oh, that's a good question. What did you find?
Okay, so I found 3 definitions.
Mm-hmm.
The first one says skull, also called Calvary from Latin calva, bald head or skull, skull-shaped hill in ancient Jerusalem, the site of Jesus' crucifixion. Mm-hmm. The second definition is Calvary is the place where Satan was defeated. God promised Satan in Genesis 3:15 that her seed or offspring would bruise his head. And the third definition is Luke 23:33 tells us that the place where Jesus was crucified was called Calvary. So the blood of Calvary is the blood of Jesus, Denzel.
The Calvary that I was referring to was the second one, the hill. Where Jesus.
So Calvary is a place where Satan was defeated. God promised Satan.
No. The one where Calvary Hill. Well, yes, they are the same place.
So the first one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So the place where Satan was defeated. Yeah. That's the same place. But I'm talking about the one where Jesus was in the middle and then where he was crucified.
Well, the first one says skull-shaped hill in ancient Jerusalem, the site of Jesus' crucifixion.
Okay, yeah, that. So the line for that was where I had said, the Calvary tattoo on your neck reminded me that God made room for a man once a thief in his kingdom. And I guess like what inspired me, that's what I was talking about. There was a guy in my life group. He had a huge Calvary Hill tattoo on this side of his neck, and it was huge, like huge. It was a really big like crucifix in the middle and then whatever, and that struck me. He struck me as my inspiration because you could clear as day see that this guy was a gangster. Like I don't know if he actually like in a gang or whatever, but he's got that very like hood-ish, hood-like exterior to him. I mean, and life group is for anybody that wants to be there, like he came with I'm not gonna say whose name. He came with him to a life group, and it's a good thing that he came, but seeing like I just thought like, wow, like here is this guy that very clearly like he isn't like walking in his faith. I don't even know if he has faith. I don't know, but like.
Well, I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover. Like he could.
I'm not judging him.
He could have used to been like a gangster, but like now you could be like changing.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not judging him by his cover. I'm judging him by his character.
Okay, that's fair.
Because like I myself, I haven't had a long conversation with him, but like because I know, like I seen how he interacts with other people, and I know his relationship with her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Like I can confidently say, and anybody that know him that can confidently say, oh, this guy is like hood, period. Mm. And so when I seen him, I was like, that's the first thing that I questioned. Like I see the huge. I mean, he has like a whole bunch of other tats, but that's the one that really stood out to me. And so I was questioning, like, like who is this guy? What's his ammo? What's his deal? But seeing him and that song, I don't know, it kind of inspired me. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I said, like, because you have this rough exterior, but you don't have to It doesn't have to be that way. Why are you dancing? Oh, and which brings me to the points that I wanted to highlight. I said, giving your life to Jesus is the most gangster thing you can do. A lot of us live like gangsters, but we don't have to. And God sees you, and He knows you, but do you know Him? And if you don't know Him, do you want to? If you don't want to, you probably should. And here's why.
So I am 110% open to getting to know Jesus. Because lately I haven't been like, keeping up with all the history involving Jesus and all that. But my mind is completely open to invest myself into this topic,
Okay.
But going back to what you said earlier about the whole gangster stuff, in this world today, especially because I'm in high school, I'm a senior, I've seen kids my age, younger than me, older than me, I've seen them going around school, going around the streets like, oh, blah, blah, like, I do this, I do that, like, I'm gang, blah, blah, whatever, right? But, like, let's be for real. You're really not, You're really not. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was like that, too. But then when I started getting older, I started realizing, like, that's not who I am, right? That's not like who I'm supposed to be. That's not who I was born to be, right? I used to pretend that I was so hard. I was so
I'm gang.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm like that. But like, let's be for real, I'm not. Not. All right.
But also, there's no shame, and that's the thing, because I think a lot of guys feel like, oh, they're missing something because they're not gang. Like, oh, like, because I can do itsy bitsy spider with my fingers, I'm so cool. Rah rah rah. Like, please.
Like I've seen guys that's like, oh yeah, blah blah. I'm like, gangster, gang, whatever. But then really, in reality, you go home and cry in your bed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, come on, let's be for like, you can't. Just because you see other people doing something doesn't mean that you should copy them and do it yourself. So. Yeah.
I'm glad that you learned that. That's good. Because there's a lot of guys that I know that are, like you said, that are older than you, that still act like they're gang, but they're not. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because people go where they are accepted. And so if you start talking the talk and walking the walk, like, oh, like, I want to be accepted, like, I want to find a sense of community. And if I know I start moving like this, then these type of people are going to accept me, then I think some people would rather be in a space where they're accepted by others than to be by themselves and be living a life like free of burden.
Honestly, I have a friend. I'm not gonna name names, but I have this friend that's like that wanted to be friends with this guy, right? And she was like, oh, like, what if I do this? What if I like wear this? Maybe he'll like me more. And I said, no, don't go out of your way to do all that, because you want him to like you for who you are. Because if you act like someone you're not, then you're gonna be destroying yourself more than if you're being yourself. Because then at that moment you'll know who's fake and who's real. Because everybody wants a good friend in their life, not somebody who's gonna like you for
and
even
if it's not good friends, like, nobody wants to be alone. And so people would rather be with like someone that they know is bad news than to be alone.
I heard this quote. It was, I would rather have one real friend than 100 fake ones. Yeah. I think I saw that one too. That's good. Yeah.
The gospel for gangsters, everyone. That's all I got for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed.
Yeah. No point in being a gang when you're really not. So yeah.
And sometimes the gang doesn't really look like being in an actual gang. It looks like just having this like rough. Like when I wrote this, I was also thinking about my friends that are like they've got tough skin. They've got this really rough exterior. Like she's really tough, like extremely tough. But like on the inside, like you're so soft. Yeah. And then which is why I digress and would say people that give their lives to the Lord, those are the real gangsters for real. Because there's nothing that you could do or say that would break them. Because that's how reassured and confident that they are in what they know. Ooh.
Okay, let's be honest. The hardest you could really be is when you're yourself. The hardest you could really be is when you're being yourself. Because if you're quote unquote acting hard, that's like the weakest point you could be at, you know?
Yeah.
Because like people think like when you act hard, you're strong, but when you're not acting hard, that's when you're really the strongest, you know?
Yeah.
So, show your true colors.
Being okay. Dang, my light keeps dying on me. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. My light keeps tapping out on me. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. Are you on the phone?
Okay, can you wait like 5 minutes, please?
This guy has one job.
I gotta record something with my sister real quick. Okay, I love you. Bye. Okay.
You good? Hold on, wait now. Let me go tell you about Jesus. Now let me go tell you my reasons for why I'm believing.